minded the pressure this week, did Alexander Volkanovski. Instead, he just called it an amazing opportunity. That has got to taste good. He earned it over the course of 25 minutes and being the center of attention in his home city all week, taking on a challenge, a formidable one in a rematch. Gets the job done. Welcome into our studio here inside the Meta Apex in Las Vegas. Brendan Fitzgerald alongside the Aussie from Sydney, across the world, Robert Whitaker, Chris Weidman, and Dean Thomas. I mean, Robert, I'll start with you. The Aussie had to make you feel good seeing that result for Alex.
Look at this smile. Look at this smile. You know, the biggest problem I have is I'm just struggling with my FOMO. Did you hear the crowd when Volk walked out? Everyone was singing. It was like it was at a concert. It was unbelievable. Yeah. I'm struggling with some serious FOMO. I heard you're
pretty good on karaoke. Can we hear a little bit of this rendition from you?
That's why I'm not that tired.
A few hours later. What'd you think of the main event, Chris?
Unbelievable. You know, it was another weird one because we thought Diego was going to come out very aggressive, and we didn't see that. He did make some adjustments, but it just wasn't enough. And Volk, again, I think the speed and the footwork just was too much.
Yeah, Volk is the greatest featherweight of all time. We talked about that. That was on display. He proved it tonight. Certainly proved that tonight.
The magic number in those lower weight classes was 35 years old, and Volkanovski, the oldest fighter on the card at 37, still delivering and keeping hold of that championship belt. The boys down under, a hard morning and day's work, so we'll let them get out of there, but first they're recapping the fights. J.A., down to you, Octagon side.
All right, thank you, Fitzy. So Act 2 goes to Alexander Volkanovski, and I know these results, guys, are open to interpretation, but I think there's an argument that this series was not all that competitive. I think Alexander Volkanovski maybe won all 10 rounds. You can give him round 2 tonight, but I'm not sure Diego Lopes knows exactly what happened in there tonight.
I mean, if anything, he got round 2, but regardless, he clearly lost that fight. What we saw once again was from Volkanovski, just technical brilliance, coming in with the perfect game plan, but then also executing it perfectly, masterfully, just dancing around the octagon, staying out of the punching range, remaining in kicking range, then catching him as Diego came in. Diego wanted to be reckless, he wanted to be violent, he wanted to bring it and take chances. Volkanovski just wasn't there for him to do that because he was just moving enough out of the way to stay safe, and then when they did clash, he landed the better shots.
You know what's crazy is he's so smart, and I don't think people give him enough credit for that. Generally, in the end of a post-fight interview, especially when you become a champion or defending a belt, you're so out there and you're so full of energy that you can't formulate sentences hardly. He actually was in there. He was actually in there, and he told me, he goes, well, in the first fight, I was circling off to the right away from his power, and he cut that off right away easy, so we went the other direction. He is so smart. I was thinking in there, like, how? How is he thinking right now, my game plan? We questioned that in the broadcast. Wow, he's circling towards his power. It was by choice. That dude is the best, man. And I'm telling you, watching him compete, it's hard to think that he's slowing down at all.
Fight IQ is off the charts, and sometimes it's hard to put careers in proper historical context, right? Only 4 slots on Mount Rushmore, but given what Jose Aldo and Max Holloway did in this featherweight division, it seems in the eyes of most observers, Michael, Alexander Volkanovski has just leveled up.
Yeah, of course. I mean, people always talk about the curse at 35 years old, and of course he played up to that when he went up against Topuria. But he came back, he took the belt back, and now he defends again against Lopes. The man is phenomenal when you look at the career that he's had, and then to hear him tonight, he will take on anyone, everyone, all comers, and that's what makes a great champion. And to Robert Whitaker's point, yeah, Rob, you missed out, mate, because the energy was incredible. They absolutely love Volkanovski
I love that he has FOMO, and from hearing the crowd, they love Volkanovski more than they love him. So I'm just gonna say it. Somebody got to call it, because they ruined my appetite when I got to see them with their feet on the desk that we work at all the time. Disrespectful, Robert and Chris. But in terms of legacy, greatest featherweight of all time, one of the greatest fighters we have seen of all time.
I'm glad they opened Robert Whitaker's mic, because yes, you and Volk are neck and neck. But you're right, Robert. It was a concert here tonight. It was wild.
Yeah, they didn't hurt my appetite with their feet on the desk.
That was AI-generated crap that they put up there for you guys to talk.
Okay, we respect that.
I worked the desk. I worked with Weidman on the desk last week. There was a lot worse than feet on the desk.
I hope someone put Weidman up to that, because that was a terrible visual. But
my friend.
I was following
guys,
Chris.
it was really festive here in Sydney.
Well, we just hope that you guys travel safe, and that DC, you get your appetite back at some point.
Was that to DC?
Thank you, guys.
Hungry right now.
Thanks, fellas.